Hi, this is Ron Nutter with another edition of TechBytes with Ron Nutter product reviews. Today we're looking at the AXHDCAP 4K HDMI Video Capture Card and 3 things you need to know. Now this is going to be a handy little tool. I don't want to call it a utility, but it's a tool that will serve you in a variety of situations because, thing number one, this is supported on Mac, Android, and Windows, which is nice because I've run into a lot of these that may only work on Windows, or you can get them to work on Android, but you really gotta do some, kludges. Thing number two, this adds an HDMI input port on your computer. Now, not all computers, unless they're specifically made for video editing, are going to have an HDMI input. If you're going to need to run more than one device on this type of video capture card, you may want to look at a multi-port plug-in card instead, which is going to rule out laptops, because it's a matter of how the USB controller setup is. Can it support multiple devices streaming? It might overwhelm the USB controller, but just keep that in mind if you have to add a second or third HDMI input. You may be just fine on a single and maybe even a second one. Thing number three, low latency will help keep video and audio in sync. Now, if you're running a millisecond or two off, it may be unnoticeable depending on what you're doing. If it's more than that, you can look at slowing down how fast the audio comes in. There's ways you can adjust it and still be fine. Now, here's my favorite, thing number four, and this is a bonus one. This is a driverless install, which eliminates you having to keep a CD or USB drive handy with driver for different platforms, and most especially having to use an external power supply. So this is, another reason to have this handy. You might need it once in a blue moon, but it's that blue moon that can be a lifesaver. So if you have the need to input an HDMI signal into your laptop or desktop because you're running some sort of video editing software and you want to create some sort of content, this is a device you ought to look at, because it's be one of those things you may not need it much, but when you need it, to quote a particular credit card commercial, it'll be priceless.